Hey guys, Mudgy here. Let's grow it. Just got back from vacation. I think everything started to come on real good when we were away. Time to do some harvesting. Our potatoes, you can see they're almost looking like they're starting to die off. We dug up a potato plant before we left and we got some potatoes out of it. Probably almost 8 potatoes off of one plant, which is kind of crazy. So they're just about ready to harvest. But I think we'll leave them in the ground still. You can leave potatoes in the ground for a while because they'll be protected, so it's not a big deal if we dig them up right away or not. Marie's up there, she's harvesting peas. Corn's coming up tall. Beans will be harvested today. Our onions are coming along pretty good. I'll show you the squash. It didn't make it. The friggin' cucumber beetles took care of them. Let's go take a look at it. This is what's left of our squash. Still alive, yes, but I don't know. We're not enough time to get anything out of it, I don't think. They actually do have some blossoms. We'll just leave it and see what happens. But the cucumber beetles took a beating on them, so I don't think we're getting squash this year. Got a sunflower. I think the experiment with the soap and the onions along the ditch, on the last episode we went over that with deer resistant. I think it's paying off because we haven't had any visits from the deer yet, and God has been good, and we've getting the harvest today. So let's go see what she's harvesting. There's some peas. We've already got a large freezer bag full of peas. We did harvest some before we went away.
This is the third picking.
This is our third picking, actually, I guess. And there's still, we're bypassing, and there's still a lot more being left on because they're not quite ready yet. So we're going to get a fourth picking out of this for sure. But the deer seem to stay away, so I think the soap's working. Our neighbors, we were talking to them, and unfortunately they've been having deer and coon problems, and they just mingled up their garden. So I think our little experiment's working. So you guys want to try that next year? A little Irish Spring soap. It'll and the onions along the ditch. Like I said, deer are very sensitive to smell. They don't like that, so we'll keep doing that year after year and see if it, continues to be the same outcome, because I'm excited. I was a little nervous having up here. It's a little farther away from our house. There's some pumpkins in the background coming there, flowering. I just turned over the pumpkins. It's good to rotate them, get them flipped over. I'll show you. We'll go take a walk over there. Yeah, you can see our house is a little bit farther away from this garden, so it was a little nerve-wracking, wondering if the deer were going to come and eat it. It's not like the boxes behind the garage aren't too far away, so you can always keep an eye on that. But we'll do next episode. We'll do one on the garden behind the garage on the boxes, and we'll show you how that's going. But let's go check out those pumpkins I was talking about. You see here, there's a little white spot on this pumpkin. That was the bottom part that was lying on the ground. And then the part facing the sun's nice and green. Just flip it over, let this side get some sun. Also, the weight, as the pumpkin gets bigger, if you leave it like that the whole time, it'll flatten the underside of the pumpkin. So if you keep rotating them, I don't know, once a week at least, or every couple of days, depending on how fast they're growing, it'll help round out your pumpkin. So keep an eye on that. There's some kale. Experimented with kale this year, as I've mentioned before. This is first year for kale. Growing three types. That's Lucinta or something, I think they call it. Tried to make some chips. They weren't too bad. But the trick with kale, it's a cold crop, so you really should let it frost, and it's supposed to sweeten it up after the frost. And but I mean, there's lots of things you can do. We made chips. I put it in a lobster chowder. It's really good for you. So if you guys know any recipes for kale, because I've got a lot of it this year, let me know so I can experiment. Just write down the recipes down below. It'd be kind of neat. Leave a comment, whatever. I should go help pick some beans or I'm going to get in trouble. She's doing all the hard work. There's another kale. This is the dwarf kale. And I've got the red Russian kale going as well. Some of that behind the garage. So I got lots of kale, so please help me out with recipes so I can figure out how to eat this stuff. You can juice it, you know, and juice it, and you can do all kinds of stuff. So let me know. Alright guys, just a quick little update on how things are going so far. So we came back on vacation, got a little bit of harvest here. All kinds of beans. Oh, those are those peppers I was talking about. Jalapenos. They're purple kind. I'll forget the exact name of them right now, but I'll find that out and I'll post it on there. And our peas, of course. A couple milk crates full, so not too bad. Anyway, just wanted to catch you up to what's going on, and again, really look hard into that the soap thing and the onions for the deer repellent, because this is living proof that that it works. And so keep growing. Let's grow it. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, join the YouTube channel, tell your friends. Let's build up this community and let's start sharing our stuff. And I want to see your guys' progress too. I haven't seen much on the Facebook site. Share your stuff. Don't be shy. Let's see what you're growing, and you know, let's share some tips and keep this thing going. Let's build this community up. All right, see you next time.